a dead low post score unless it's Juwan Howard. So that changes. Stromile Swift will play out on the floor more. Great athlete, very athletic. Will pressure Brad Miller much harder than Yao Ming did.
All right, so it's an 11-4 Sacramento lead. And a much different team than we saw last night here in the early going. McGrady and T-Mac touched the lead to 5.
Well, great players make things look easy. And
Brad Miller, what a fake again. Look at Miller go! Oh, boy!
Well, again, is doing this about the 3rd time now, faking a dribble handoff. The Rockets are playing that every time, and of course he's making them pay.
And the foul called. And if it's on Miller, it's his 2nd. And you'd hate to have him come out of the game now with 11 points.
Watch Brad Miller just fakes the Stromile Swift again and goes right to the basket with the left hand. Again, a little hesitation, that's all it takes. No one there in time, Juwan Howard. That foul was on Bonzi Wells, so that does help.
You're exactly right.
But 11 points, pretty effective quarter for Mr. Miller, and McGrady, Tracy struggling at the line.
Yeah, he's missed all 3. Brad Miller's now scored 9 of the team's last 11. You know, and speaking with a lot of the players today, I asked them about the long trip yesterday from Sacramento. And to a man, you know what they told me? They said it wasn't as much the flight, it was the break-in routine. These guys are creature of habit. They have a routine. And they went in for Stromile Swift.
Well, I'm just amazed, too. Bonzi Wells in 10 minutes, 7 rebounds.
Yeah.
That's big-time stuff there.
Well, especially after what happened last night in that department. The Kings thoroughly out-rebounded. And McGrady that time got the step, and the foul was called on. Let's see who they're going to point at here. There were 3 Kings jerseys around. And it's on Francisco Garcia, his first.
Now watch Garcia trying to guard Tracy McGrady. McGrady just got past him. You know, that's one of those things that Francisco will try to have to learn. I mean, there's nothing at Louisville that's going to prepare you for playing Tracy McGrady. And you just have to go out there and learn from each opportunity.
And McGrady, who has been terrible from the foul line, continues. Wow. He has missed 4 of 5 from the free throw line, and the Kings better capitalize on this.
Well, sometimes, you know, you certainly get the sense that folks like Peja Strajkovic and Bonzi Wells have got to find ways to being more consistent offensively.
Now McGrady, Stojakovic on him. Well, he was on him, but not for long.
Well, Tracy able to use the left hand to get by Peja and then also right by Brad. You notice Tracy definitely laboring a little bit as he's running up and down the floor. So
schooling the Houston defense.
Well, I loved how quickly the Kings recognized the mismatch and went right inside, just as we were talking about.
And so the lead is 6. Kings led by 9 in the first quarter. That's just an incredible shot. I mean, not too many players in the league can do that.
Well, there's about a half a dozen, and you saw one of them.
Yep. Game last night. 49-43. McGrady, a 3.
Well,
what else can you do?
What can you say? What can you do? A great one made a great shot.
Well, the Rockets have a 54-51 lead. 7:57 left here in the third quarter. Tracy McGrady with 12 points. 4 assists, 3 rebounds.
Well, and Tracy just a catch and shoot there. Now post up on Francisco Garcia. Now faces up, drives by, and explodes right at the basket again. Now gets by Peja, Brad Miller, everyone else to the basket with the left hand. So difficult to guard. I think he's so deceptive. Doesn't look like he's quick, but he's extremely quick. See the numbers: 12 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and we know from past experiences that he's capable of getting 12, 15 any quarter at any time.
Yeah, especially with Yao and 3 fouls. He's got to be a little bit careful. McGrady with the turnover. And it's 59-53.
Well, tough shot. What can you say? Kings just got to get a little more efficient on both ends. Keep this thing in range.
And on the shot clock. And that's a foul called. And it's on Tracy McGrady. First foul on T-Mac. Second team foul.
McGrady really riding Peja before he got to the screen. Tried to force him out with his left hand, and the official saw it. Get back to moving the basketball, find some easier shots.
And here's a 3 no good. And the guy that's been shooting the best for you tonight, Brad Miller, he's only taken 1 shot in this quarter.
The Kings have kind of forgot their facilitator to go back, get the ball in his hands every time down the floor.
And McGrady, foul. Nope. Mike Bibby on the foul.
A little bit of a slow call, but certainly a correct one from the angle that we're sitting.
That foul's on number 10, Mike Bibby, his
Third foul on Bibby.
What happens when you start shooting poorly, and certainly Mike and Peja are well aware, as well as Bonzi, that they're maybe not making some shots. They tend to forget what they need to do, which is maybe go back to Brad. Let him operate the offense a little more. Go through him a little more. Your shots maybe will start coming a little easier.
The game is so simple. We try to analyze the heck out of it every night. It really comes down to making shots. In the first half, the Kings were making shots. They had the lead. In the third quarter, they're not making any shots, and that's why they're down by 10.
Well, exactly right. I think people forget it is a pretty simple game in that regard. Now, there's a lot. Kings must take care of the basketball. Get a good shot attempt.
Here's a good shot attempt. Rims out. And it's Barry out of a pack. Bibby and Abdul-Rahim will come in at the next stoppage. Here's T-Mac.
Well, John Barry found Tracy McGrady trailing the play, and of course, Tracy, no hesitation, jumps up, knocks down a big one.
Plenty of time left.
Well, Tracy McGrady's going to touch it, and then certainly with David Wesley and John Barry's outside shooting, he'll try to find one of those guys if he can't get a shot.
You know what's amazing is the elevation he gets when he stops to jump.
He's 6'8", and he can go right and left equally well, and with a full extension. You're just not going to block his shots. You just got to try to challenge it, maybe make him change directions.
Yeah.
Watch John Barry with a nice steal, just pushes the basketball, sees the numbers aren't there, but knows Tracy McGrady is trailing the play, gets it to him perfectly, and Tracy, no hesitation. T-Mac saying, I can do it all night. And a little penetrating move here. Right over the top, going left hard, and that's a very difficult shot made look easy.